Welcome to another Level 3 Simultaneous Equations video. This is our second achieved practice test. Now we know in Level 3 we're exploring simultaneous equations that have 3 equations and 3 unknowns. In this standard, you are required to read a problem, which I like to call the story, create 3 equations with 3 unknowns, and solve these unknowns to find a solution. Now here are the 4 steps that I like to teach for achieved. Step 1, identify the variables. Step 2, form the 3 equations. Step 3, solve the equations. And step 4, interpret the solution in context. So let's get into a second practice test. Amrine's Pizzeria makes 3 different types of pizzas, mini, regular and large. The prices for each type of pizza are $4, $9 and $12 respectively. Respectively means $4 is for mini, $9 is for regular, and $12 is for large. The number of olives used per pizza are 2, 5, and 8 respectively. One evening they sold 12 pizzas for a total of $101. They used 63 olives to make these 12 pizzas. So here's the problem we're going to solve. Write down a system of equations and solve them to determine how many of each type of pizza did they sell that evening. So how many medium, how many large, how many mini. Okay, let's get into step 1 and identify our variables, x, y, and z. Because we have mini, regular, and large pizzas, let's go x is the number of mini pizzas sold that evening, y is the number of regular pizzas sold that evening, and z is the number of large pizzas sold that evening. If you're a little lazy and just said x equals mini pizzas or x equals mini, you would get it marked wrong. You must be more concise and say something like the number of mini pizzas sold in the evening. Right, let's get into step 2, forming the 3 equations, the trickiest of the steps. Now let's put up here our variables once more just to remind us what x, y, and z are. The first equation, the hint is money, the second equation is olives, and the third equation, the hint is the number of pizzas. So let's get into equation 1. Here it is here. 4x plus 9y plus 12z equals 101. Let's show you how I got it. $4 for a small mini, so 4 times x, plus 9 times y, because it's $9 times the number of regular pizzas, and $12 times the number of large pizzas. And that's got to all equal 101, because that's how much money we made in total. Now notice I like to cross these numbers off as I go. If I cross them off, I know I don't need to use them again. Alright, equation 2 is this. 2x plus 5y plus 8z is 63. So this is the olive. 2 times x, 2 times mini, plus 5 times regular, plus 8 times how many large, and that has to equal a total of 63 olives used altogether. Right, now we're on to the third equation, and you can see there's only one number left over. That's why I like to cross these numbers off as I go. It's the number 12. So here's the equation. X plus y plus z is equal to 12. Because the number of small pizzas plus the number of medium pizzas, or regular, plus the number of large, has to equal 12 pizzas altogether. Now, because it's just x, y, and z, I like to put the 1 there. 1x plus 1y plus 1z. Right. Notice in this example, we've read across the story. In the last video, we read down the story, but in this video, we're reading across to form an equation. All right, step 3, we're going to solve these equations. We're going to use our graphics calculator. We showed you how to do this in video 1. So we're going to solve it to get x equal to 5, y equal to 1, and z is equal to 6. So our last step is to interpret the solution in context. That just means write down what does it mean. It means that evening they sold 5 mini pizzas, 1 regular pizza, and 6 large pizzas. Right, that's us for the video. Thanks so much for watching.